Hi and welcome to my channel. This is the first video of February 2020 and it's going to be my January empties and also a little eyeshadow declutter. So I'm gonna start by showing you the process of which I got rid of quite a few MAC eyeshadows. I had checked beforehand which ones were really old, and I also kind of checked on the back because all MAC eyeshadows have a little number on them. It has a letter and then a number, and the last number, which for a lot of these is the number 2, means that it was produced in 2012, which that's 8 years ago, so it was just time to get rid of a lot of them. And I also got rid of a lot of Makeup Geek eyeshadows because they are really old, and I kept 9. I'm going to show you which ones in a second, but I'm tempted to buy the new Makeup Geek eyeshadows because I really love them and I really like some of the ones that I decluttered. They are just so old, I don't want to use them anymore. And for now, I'm going to keep the 9 that I have. I really love Makeup Geek eyeshadows, but I also really love MAC eyeshadows, but there were just so many that were so darn old. And I kept a few. Some of them are definitely older, but the ones that I kept, I've kind of checked that they are in a good condition, and they are colors that I just don't want to live without. Some of the ones that I decided to declutter, I might repurchase when I go to New York, just because they are colors that I really love, and I think maybe if I feel like I miss them over the next couple of months, I will repurchase them. But I haven't been using them for a while because they've changed formula a little bit. They just don't feel the same. But I'm thinking about actually keeping a couple just as a reference, because if I buy new ones of those, I want to check if they're the same, because I discovered when I bought a new Woodwinked and a new All That Glitters back in May, I think it was, last year, I checked my new ones and my old ones and they were not identical. They were definitely a little bit different. But then I tossed my old ones because they were just, yeah, they were old and I wanted new ones, so that's what I did. So I have a couple of new MAC eyeshadows in these palettes, and I was obviously not going to declutter those, but at my most, I think I had 6, like 15 pan MAC eyeshadows with eyeshadows that were like with all MAC eyeshadows. No pre-made ones, just the ones where you buy each individual eyeshadow. I had 6 of those, I think. That was insane. I remember when I had only 2, I had 1 colorful and 1 neutral, and I'm finally back to that point. I don't think, and I also have 1 pre-made one. I don't think I need any more than that. There's definitely no need for me to have 1 palette with only blues and greens. I didn't use them all, so yeah, that is what is going to happen. I'm gonna insert some clips of me decluttering, and then I will be back in a second to talk to you about which ones I kept and which ones I didn't. left with 2 MAC eyeshadows palettes now that I have decluttered so many. And I have one that has all of my neutral shades except Orb, which is the one I'm trying to finish in my project pen. So this, oops, this is my neutral palette. I think this is just absolutely perfect. It has a little bit of pink. It has a little bit of the like warm browns, mostly warm browns actually. It has everything from a really light matte, this is blank type, all the way over to, I don't know how to show you this without blinding you completely, all the way to carbon, which is the black. And I know that you won't be able to like see all the colors that well on camera right now, but if you want me to do a video on my eyeshadow palettes and going through every individual pan of like MAC and Colourpop and everything, I could do that, but it is now a mix. Let's just see if I know the names actually real quick. So, Nylon, blank type, Bare Minimum, I think that was a limited edition shade, and then I have Grain, which is in my pan with eyeshadows. This is Malt, Bamboo, I think. All the Glitters, Tita Tint. I've never understood how to pronounce that. And then this is Texture, Woodwinked, Uninterrupted, Brown Script, Artistic License, which is also one of the ones that I bought in a single pot and I depotted it. And then I have Soft Brown and Carbon. That was pretty impressive actually. So those are my neutral eyeshadows. I love all of them. I am really happy with that palette now. And then for my colorful ones, I didn't even fill the entire palette. These were the only ones I kept. I declared quite a few of my colorful eyeshadows. So this is Coppering, Ruddy, Star Violet, I think. This one, I'm not sure. Is that one? No, this is Star Violet. And this is actually one of my favorites. What is this called? Let's just check. Cranberry, of course. I love cranberry. And then this must be Deep Damson, and the other one is Fig 1. Yep. Deep Damson is the slightly more like warmer dark purple, and then this is Fig 1, and this is the purple one. Oh gosh. Parfait Amour is the French one. And then I have Steamy, Lucky Green, is that what it's called? And Kelly. Yeah, Lucky Green. That is also one of the slightly newer ones. I remember buying Lucky Green because I needed to fill out my blues and greens palette. I only had one spot left and I knew that this was the one I was going to fill that spot with. But now it's just crazy to me that I had an entire 15 pan palette with just blues and greens. Well, that happened and not anymore. And then the Makeup Geek eyeshadows that I decided to keep are in here. Let's just see if you could see all of those. So this is Mirage. It's kind of it reminds me a little bit of MAC Rice Paper. It's a light like gold shade, but it's like a really light gold, so it's more of a highlight shade. And then Flamethrower and Morocco, that one is absolutely gorgeous. And then I have Sidekick, Mocha, this is a weird way of going around the palette, Grandstand, Tuscan Sun, which is the prettiest pink eyeshadow I think for like the crease and stuff. And then this is Mai Tai and Anarchy. Grandstand, which is the foiled eyeshadow right here. I love that eyeshadow. I also have my Mani MUA palette still, so I'm keeping that for until I feel like the texture changes. It's also kind of old, but... And then let me now just do a little overview of the eyeshadows that I am sadly going to have to throw away. So yeah, these are the eyeshadows and 5 blushes that I am now going to throw away. The ones on the left side is Makeup Geek, and the middle here, everything is MAC. That is a lot of money right there, just going in the bin. That kind of sucks, but life. That is life. Now, on to the empties. I don't have that many empties this month, but I'm hoping that I will have more in February, because I feel like now that I'm not buying anything new, but I'm just using, it goes a little quicker because I'm not using new stuff. I'm using what I already have, and I'm hoping that I can finish some of the stuff that I have kind of almost finished, but not quite. But let's just talk about the things that I have. I'm going to talk about the thing that I hated the most to begin with, just to get it out of the way. It's the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. I had heard pretty good things about this. I like cleansing balms. I have a favorite, which is from the brand Hamish, which is kind of almost impossible to get for me, but I was actually able to get one, so I have one in like the backup. So now that I'm done with this one, I can finally start using that one instead. But I'm gonna have to find a way to purchase that one from some kind of website that can send it to Norway. We'll see how that goes. Because one of the reasons why I bought this, I remember buying it because I had been kind of curious, and then it was, you know, in the Ulta line, there they have these minis and kind of like grab just before you check out. It was just standing there, and I was like, oh, it's a mini. If I don't like it, it's not a big product, it's not that expensive, I can just buy it. My biggest problem with this one is the ingredient polyethylene. No, that's not how you pronounce it. Polyethylene. It also has like PEG 5. It has ingredients that I don't like. So basically, when you wash this off, there might be little plastic particles that goes into your sink. We don't want that. We don't want like microplastic ruining our ocean. So why they would put that in a cleansing balm, I have no idea, but that is a problem. Clinique, take care of it. I'm not gonna purchase this one again. I also didn't really like the consistency of it. It's too oily for me and just kind of did the job, but it's just nothing I would repurchase. With the microplastic or not, I just wouldn't repurchase that one. And then I finished a Botanic Beauty, I think that's the brand's name. I got this in some kind of a subscription box. Guardian Angel Revitalizing Eye Gels. These were not great. They were okay. I would not repurchase, but I do kind of like the concept of like eye patch things. I just felt like these didn't have that much product, and it was just, no, it was okay. And then also, speaking of like cleansing oils and balms and stuff, I finished a mini MAC Cleanse Up Oil. I do kind of like the Cleanse Up Oil actually. It tends to give me a little bit of a film. I wear contacts, so I don't really love the feeling of like oily things around my eyes, but it does remove makeup really nicely. And I finished several Cleanse Up Oils with big sizes throughout the years, so might actually repurchase, we'll see. And then I finished the Farm Aid Aloe Treasures body cream that I had in the Skincare Project pan this fall, and I finally finished it the beginning of this month. It's okay. I bought this in Greece, so I wouldn't be able to purchase this one again if I wanted to, but I don't think I want to. And that is kind of my problem, that I buy things that are like okay. I don't have that many like holy grail items that I kind of go to, but I just buy stuff and then I don't really like it and then I use it up anyways, but I kind of have to force myself to use it. I wish I was one of those people who actually like had a favorite and just stuck to it without like all of this, because I end up having a lot of products that I just don't really like. I also finished a hair product. That does not happen very often, but I really worked on this one. It's the Kevin Murphy Do Over Dry Powder Finishing Spray. I've had this for such a long time. I remember my hairdresser at the time said you should use this when I was cutting my hair, and she was like, are you the type of person who likes your hair to look not newly clean, like newly washed? And I was like, yeah, I don't really love my hair. Like now I showered this morning and it's just kind of boring, flat, and this helps with that. It makes it less, it's a powder, so it kind of masks the hair and makes it less kind of boring. But it's just the smell, and it just goes everywhere. I feel like my entire room or bathroom or wherever I'm spraying this just gets awful to be in. So you kind of have to spray this on in the bathroom, walk out of the bathroom, stay out of the bathroom for like 5 minutes, and then you can go back in. Kind of annoying. So I don't think I'll repurchase that one, but I am kind of on the lookout for a similar product. So like a textured spray. Maybe one that's not super expensive. And then I also finished a couple of mascaras this month. Well, finished kind of. I could definitely use the MAC one a little more. It's the In Extra Dimension mascara. This is actually just a mini size, I think. It's a little smaller than normal. I love this mascara, but I hate removing it. So that meant I didn't use it every day, which is the reason it's not completely empty, because I just didn't use it every day because I was kind of annoyed by the fact that it's almost impossible to remove. And then one of my favorite mascaras is the Isadora Build Up Extra Volume, which is just this mini size. Looks like this. I love mini size mascaras because then I'm actually able to get a lot of product out of them before it gets old. Because I usually have at least 3 mascaras open, and then I'm not able to use it up before it's been sitting in my drawer for a really long time, and then you know what I'm talking about. And then the last empty is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. Finally. It doesn't look completely empty, but I've been really squeezing, and I can see through the product now, and it just there's not a full face of foundation in here. I really love this foundation. Bought it at CVS, apparently. It has a intended for sale at CVS sticker on it. I'm kind of on the fence about this one, whether or not I would repurchase it. One of the reasons is, even though I'm not like cruelty free, I buy products from every single brand that I want to buy products from, but there are so many good foundations out there that I don't know if there's a reason for me to buy this again when I could buy something that would be even better and also cruelty free. There's just no reason for brands to test on animals anymore. And even though, I mean, it's kind of, I feel like a hypocrite saying, hypocrite? I feel kind of stupid saying that I don't want to purchase this one because it's not cruelty free, because I don't personally, it's not that I don't care, but I still buy from brands that are testing. But it definitely, I take it into consideration. That's what I'm trying to say. So if I really want to buy something, I will, even though it's not cruelty free. But I I really like this foundation, but I'm not sure I will repurchase it. I might if I find it and then I think, oh, I actually kind of miss that foundation. I'm gonna buy it again. We'll see what happens. That was everything. This was a slightly longer video than I was planning on, but it was a 2-in-1, and maybe you just watched 2 minutes of it, and that's fine. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll subscribe if you haven't already, and click the like button. That would be a lot of fun for me. And I will hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!